Hi everybody, it's Mr. Pete here with Greensboro Public Library, and I've got a craft for you today. Just kind of made this up, but we'll see how it goes. So I want to make a bird mask today, and the basic form of this is you can use this to make any kind of mask you want. It's really technically a half mask because it's just going to cover the upper portion of the face, so it'll still leave your mouth open. And actors used to use these in Italy during the Commedia dell'arte period in Europe. They allowed actors to create different characters quickly without a lot of makeup, and they were very big, and so they'd be seen from all over the crowd, but then still allowed the actor to be heard because it wasn't covering their mouth. So what I've done is I took a piece of cardstock, right, a little thicker than a normal sheet of paper, but this is made out of manila cardstock, so if you had some manila envelopes or manila folders, that would be a great place to start. And so it's an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, standard sheet of paper, or I cut it to that, but you could cut it to whatever suits your needs. I drew I marked the halfway point, so 5.5 inches, and then I measured out 1 inch on either side from that center point. And then I also marked up, I drew a line on the back of my sheet of paper that I started with. And I marked up 2 inches. So this is a place that I could cut out for the nose, for my nose. And then I also marked 2 circles at the top of that triangle for the eyes so it could see. And you can use anything that's round for that, or you could use another shape if you want. So bottle caps are good for that, or I don't know if your dad's got some poker chips, or maybe your mom. Anything like that that would be round is a good shape, and then you could cut out your eye holes there. So then I crease that cardstock, that manila. Use a edge of a table or something to help it, so that you could get that going that way. And then I cut out another piece of manila envelope that's, I don't know, I didn't really measure it. I kind of looked at how big of a beak I wanted. So that's the sheet that I started with. And it's not really a triangle shape, is it? But it's mostly a triangle. And the way it works is it'll attach just like this. I'll show you. Like that. I've got those extra flaps there so that we can attach it good and solid to it. And then I also took some extra pieces, which we'll use for a string. Took some extra pieces, folded them over, reinforcing those. So that's where the string is going to go, and used a hole punch to punch through there to make it good and solid. So now I'm going to glue it all together. Let's see, I also cut a bright orange piece for the beak. So you'll notice it's not exactly the same shape. It's pretty close to it, but then I cut off these tabs, which are using to attach to a mask. So I've got the glue stick. La da 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 da. Place that on there. Now, before you assemble the whole thing, you are going to want to decide how to decorate it, right? So it's going to be easier to decorate it when it's flat. So I'm going to make some decisions about that. And I'm going to decorate mine, and I'm going to come back and we'll put it all together. Okay? Okay, so I took some green and blue construction paper, and I cut 2 pieces, 1 of each, and I cut off this much of the green and the blue, and I made a frilly piece for each. So that's gonna go, I'm gonna staple this. Because it's fast. Staples are strong. And it's going to be covered up. Let's see. Oh, I also stapled on our pieces for the string, their reinforcements. I've got that first one, right? And I'm going to layer it down just a little bit. Take it down, oh, let's say 1/2 inch. Yeah. Come in either side. Now you can use glue. That's fine. Yeah, you got staples on the back there. It's going to fit like this. They're way up off your head, at least right there. So you might want to use glue down lower. And then I alternate. So I've got green, blue. Then I cut out this shape. You notice that these two fit together, so that was fun to swirl the scissors around. And then I alternate again. So that's designed to look more like feathers. Now you could use real feathers if you had some colorful feathers. You could cut out feathers and use those if you want to. You could use fabric. And then you just make choice whether or not to do it that way or that way, depending on what gives you the most color variation. Two more. Liking that. Last one, blue. Alright, gonna do a little more prep. I'll be back. Okay, so here it is. Looks pretty good, I thought. I've got a Greensboro Public Library shoelace here on the back. That's nice because it's not stretchy. Yarn will work, but twine might work better because it's not going to be as stretchy. And I stapled on our piece for the beak. I want that to hold good and tight. So a staple might be best. Now, if you're concerned that you might get poked by the staple on the inside, you could take a piece of tape, masking tape, or something like that, cloth tape, gauze, and put tape those pieces there so you don't get poked. And then you see how when I attached all of those feathers and frills up there, what I did is I took a pencil and I curled them so that makes them three-dimensional, and then they move when you're wiggling around doing your bird walk. And then I just took some magic marker, the blue and the green, I carried that on. You could put more feathers, you could put more construction paper fringe, you could even do construction paper down here if you want and make it a real solid color. But there you have the basic shape. You can change the nose to make it more rounded if you want to do like a cheetah, or you could do an elephant. You could take a paper towel tube and put that on to make like an elephant, or something else, I don't know, alien, something like that. But there you've got your basic mask. So I hope you enjoyed the craft, and I hope you tune in for some more fun things here at Greensboro Public Library.